He has been behind bars most of his adult life for a crime he said he did not commit until today.
Mr. Miller, who was convicted of a rape, did not participate in that sexual assault.
17 years later, with new DNA evidence on the table, Christopher Miller is expected to be released from jail after a judge granted him a new trial. Our Tara Molina was in court, and she's bringing us Miller's fight with the Ohio Innocence Project tonight. And Tara, they've been working with him for years.
Yes, Mike, since 2015, that's when the Innocence Project first took on his case. Then in 2017, the prosecutor's office agreed to retest that evidence. And now, 17 years later, he finally got to hear the words he's been waiting for.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning.
How are you?
All right.
This brief moment.
The case has been dismissed against you.
These words.
You are going to be ordered released at this point in time.
Those faces.
They'll process you through the county jail.
15 years in the making.
Hopefully you'll be released out today.
For a man who's maintained his innocence and a family who stood firmly at his side. His own kids without ever really knowing him.
And I didn't get to spend my whole life with him.
Because he wasn't a part of my life as a child. So him being able to come through in this chapter of my life is pretty good.
Christopher Miller was arrested in 2002. He had a woman's cell phone who, the day before, was forced into her Euclid Heights apartment by two men at gunpoint. Those men raped her and stole her purse. She identified Miller as one of them. But he said he bought the cell phone in exchange for drugs and was not guilty of or present to the crime. His DNA did not match, but he was still convicted and sentenced to 33 years. Then, just 2 years later, investigators matched the DNA to another man involved in another similar rape case. And later, when the Ohio Innocence Project got involved,
Chris lost 17 years of his life.
And evidence was retested with new technology, a second man's DNA, a match.
Chris Miller got lucky. The evidence was still there to be tested. There was conclusive proof of his innocence that was able to be recovered from the DNA testing, and that's why we're here today.
Ruling out Miller's involvement.
We are here to do justice, and today justice was that Chris Miller was released because he did not participate in the sexual assault of this victim.
This, a long time coming.
I don't really have that memory of having him.
And a new beginning.
Happy that we get to have our father in our life and that he get to spend a lot of time with us.
For more than Christopher Miller.
Me and my brother and my sister get to, have a happy ending, so.
Now, Christopher Miller was exonerated of those rape charges. He still could face some of the other original charges in this new trial. But when I talked to the prosecutor today, he told me after 17 years behind bars, he's served his time. Some more good news for you guys tonight, though, about Christopher. He was released to his family this afternoon. Reporting live in Cleveland, I'm Tara Molina, News 5.